I'm Sharon.
I'm Jason.
And together we are Quiet British Accent, and we're here at Studio Kind Gallery.
And we paint slogans and text on old predecimal pennies and leave them on the street for people to find or not find and find years later.
And Money Talks brings together 7 years of our work together in the gallery, and it looks at also our most recent project, which is Plausible Deniability.
Like you say, 7 years. Is it 7 years? Wow, 7 years of them. And in that time, there's been a few different sort of themes that have cropped up, haven't there? Because there's been events have happened in the world, and we tend to reflect this a little bit or just gently comment upon. So we've had Brexit and the pandemic and other things, and they tend to sometimes find their way onto our pennies. So sometimes you can date them by that rather than the date.
Often the areas that we look into are value and change. So we'll comment with the slogans that we paint on pennies around those particular topics.
We're quite interested in the value of art and people's value of art, how people appreciate or just don't appreciate art. And that's probably how pennies came to feature in our work in the first instance. So we have done we've played with that in different ways in the past. We've put free art out quite a lot. We've done a pay whatever you like print once. We've done expensive things. We've done buy a digital, get a physical free, playing around with the value of art.
We also, to coin a phrase, do penny drops, and for penny drops we put pennies out on the street and put clues up on social media, and people, look into it and then they try and work out where the locations are to the pennies. So it's a bit like a treasure hunt, and we really enjoy that part of our art practice. And we photograph the pennies in situ wherever we put them, whether it's a city or in a rural location, and that photograph actually becomes part of our artwork as well.
And for this show at Studio Kind, the centrepiece of the exhibition is a missing penny. It's not here. We haven't even put out photos of it or anything yet. It's a secret. And if you come to the gallery, there's a QR code which gives you the first clue, or points you in the direction, perhaps, of the first clue as to its location.
We also do some outreach, so during the course of the exhibition here, we'll be doing penny drops. There will be one in Braunton, there will also be one in Barnstable. We'll be doing some children's art workshops, and we plan to do a talk on NFTs. If you're interested in that side of art, then we'll be giving a talk about that. And we're also doing an adult craft workshop as well here at the gallery.
Yeah, NFTs feature, don't they? Because they play with the value of art quite a lot. Obviously you can right-click save an NFT, but does that detract from the value of it or not? We like playing with it. These are the subjects that we find entertain us, don't they?
We've been working with pennies since 2015, and our original pennies were quite rough. The comments on them and the paintings that we used to put on them, we didn't have our colour formed at that point, so they were quite colourful.
Or our brush skills, eh?
Or our brush skills. I'm pleased to say we have improved since then.
In the early days, they were featured a fake expansion of the QBA initials, and so give me an example.
Quick beer, anyone?
Thank you for choosing a polite one. And we would put them out as little calling cards, effectively, mostly in East London at the time, and so it's a very gentle, small, quiet way of street art, I suppose, but it was leaving a calling card. So if you knew what you were looking at, you knew what you were looking at. You knew it was us. But if you didn't, there would be no way of finding out. So some people have put them out. We've discovered things on pictures of our pennies on Instagram that only years later the owner discovered who it was that actually left it there.